A warm welcome to my channel and thank you so much for stopping by once again. So as you all know, the kids are home for their Easter break and let's be honest, during this period, they are always hungry, Charlie. But not to worry, I've got you covered. In today's recipe, I'm here to share a super moist and tasty Oreo banana bread cake or cake, I would say. I shared this recipe a while ago, but I've made some fun tweaks. And trust me, this is even better this time around. So if this sounds like something you would love or enjoy, then please sit back, relax, and then enjoy. Thank you. So in a bowl, I'll start by adding 3 peeled bananas. For better banana bread or cake, I would recommend that you use very ripe bananas. If not overly ripe, they should be at least very soft like you've seen in the video. So if you're using spotty bananas as well, I mean the shorter ones, you have to use at least 5 of the bananas. The next thing to do will be to mash the bananas, and I'm using my potato masher. You can as well use a fork, works perfectly. This is the texture I like, but feel free to mash it more if you prefer a smoother texture. Once I'm done, I'll add half a cup of cane sugar. You can either use brown sugar or regular sugar, both are fine. Now I'll go ahead and add some eggs, and I'm using 2 eggs for this recipe. After adding the eggs, I'll mix everything together for about a minute or two or until everything is well combined. Just as you're seeing in the video, the next thing to do will be to melt some butter, and I'm using half a cup of melted butter, and the brand I'm using is stock. The next thing to add will be my vegetable oil, and I'm also using half a cup as well. If you prefer, you can only use butter. That's okay, but trust me, the mix of the butter and oil makes or takes the banana to an extra level. It makes it super moist and delicious, trust me. I also added few drops of vanilla extract and mixed everything until it was well combined as well. Now I'll be sifting 2 cups of plain flour. You can also use cake flour and that's okay. I'm not adding the flour directly as you can see. I'm sifting it to make sure the batter is lighter and smoother. Warm welcome to all the new faces here. My name is Helen and I share easy and delicious recipes I know you'd love. I also bake a lot as you can see, so just stick around for more amazing recipes. And don't forget to like, share, and then subscribe. When I'm done, I'll add a teaspoon of baking powder and a teaspoon of baking soda. Then I'll start mixing everything with the help of my spatula. So I'll be mixing until everything comes out beautifully, just like you've seen in the video. The next thing to add would be half a cup of milk, and I'm using evaporated milk, peak full cream milk, I would say. And actually, I usually go for fresh milk, but for today, I decided to switch it up a bit. So feel free to do same and you won't regret it. Once the milk is in, I'll mix everything together until it's well combined. But remember, don't overmix. I also added a teaspoon of cinnamon powder. You can as well use nutmeg if you prefer, and this almost slipped out of mind. You can also add a pinch of salt, but since I used salted butter, it wasn't necessary. So this is the outcome after mixing. You can bake it straight away, or you can add some toppings. Got some Oreos here, and I'll add as much as I want into a Ziploc bag, and I'll crush with my rolling pin and mix them into the batter. I also added just a little bit of chocolate chips. That's actually optional. You can omit it. When I'm done, I'll mix everything for about 30 seconds to combine. You don't need to mix, overmix, or mix biasa. Now I'm preheating my oven. Before that, I have to grease my cake pan. So I'll be greasing it with some butter and I'll spread it evenly with the help of my brush. Afterwards, I'll add some flour and then coat it all over the pan, just as you've seen in the video. You can bake it straight away like this, or you can add a parchment paper if you prefer. So I'm baking in batches, and for the second one, I didn't use any parchment paper. So you'll be seeing as the video proceed. Once everything is ready, I'll transfer the butter into the cake pan. Making sure everything goes into the cake pan. We are not leaving anything out. You can as well bake them in small cans or small cake pans. Works perfectly as well. And when I'm done, I'll top it up with some more Oreos, or you can just leave it as it is. My oven is already preheated, and I'll be baking this at 160 degrees for about 45 minutes, or until a skewer is inserted into the center and it comes out clean. And like I always say in my baking videos, steady your oven and figure out what works best for you. So this is the outcome after about 40 to 45 minutes. And the second batch, you can see I didn't use any baking paper, but just look at it. It looks super delicious and it was so easy to make. And of course, I had to cut it into two for you to see how it looks inside. Just steady your oven and then take your time to bake. Trust me, you won't regret it. I made these with the intention of them lasting for at least a week. My squad finished everything within 2 days, and I had to just make some more. Trust me, you're gonna love this recipe. For you to try this recipe and send me pictures on Instagram at Upclose with Abena so that I can share them with others as well. Thank you so much for taking time to watch till the very end. I truly appreciate your love and support, and trust me, I don't take it for granted. Thoughts in the comment section, and make sure you follow us on all socials at Upclose with Abena. And don't forget to like, share, and then subscribe to others. And I'll see you in my next upload. Bye bye.